Life is a balance between what we want and what we need. The problem begins when we cannot identify the difference. In a society that teaches the more is better, it comes with no surprise that there are about 300,000 items in the average American home. And the majority of these families spend close to $20,000 on clothes alone every year. The sad part is that at the end of the day, we are less satisfied with who we are and where we are in life. It's no coincidence we are suffering today from more mental disorders than at any other time in history. As our possessions continue to increase, so are the worries, fear, stress, anxiety, and depression of life. I believe we continue to build up on a weak foundation, moving away from the true meaning of life. I wonder if all we own is indeed all we need. For many years, I was convinced that owning more would make my life easier somehow. But that is far from the truth. If we are not careful, the opposite can happen. We confuse what we need with what we want, ending up with a lot more stress than we need. And this makes us more selfish, self-centered, prideful, disconnected, and even ungrateful without even knowing. Falling into the trap of chasing a little more and better each time, forgetting what life is all about. But living with intention means focusing on values and not possessions. It's prioritizing experiences over stuff, people over money, and purpose over titles. It is investing our time and energy into things and people that matter the most. When we choose intentionality, we are letting go of the need to consume and accumulate more and pursue only what brings meaning. It's understanding that isolation and loneliness are an epidemic that we need to be free from. This doesn't mean that we need to live a life of deprivation and disconnection, but being intentional about the things we choose and the people we surround ourselves with. We often become so attached to people and possessions, thinking they define who we are. But one of the key aspects of living this way is letting go of the things that no longer serve a purpose. We need to look deep inside to search and identify what is causing more harm than good, and get rid of anything that takes away the peace and joy, because whatever is not adding value is simply taken away. Being intentional and direct with how we live life brings clarity and understanding. It helps us be more aware of distractions and what triggers us, giving us a better control of our actions and response. It allows us to remove our eyes from others in order to find purpose inside of us. I love how Jesus walked with many, but was very selective when addressing some situations, choosing only a few to be part of it. Jesus knew the importance of intentionality and the frustration that comes when we ignore it. This is why I choose daily to live a more intentional life. While living a life with intention is powerful, it's not always easy. Many times, if not all the time, it can be challenging and scary, and this can be tough to navigate. But if you cannot identify your values, this culture will be very happy to do it for you. My hope today is for you to be inspired to live a more intentional life, to have less material possessions, more joy, peace, and freedom, choosing a way that can lead to a more meaningful and fulfilling life by letting go of the weight of things that won't matter at the end of the day, to focus on yourself, your relationship with God and others, and your personal growth. Don't forget, living with intention is a journey. It starts with one step at a time. Thank you for watching. Until next time.